Hey, good morning everyone. Saturday, March 20th, day 6 on the PCT. Just coming off a pretty challenging day on day 5. It was cold and wet and snowy and sleety and rainy, and it was a cold and wet night. I think I'm going to swear off quilts, but climbed back up above my tent site and just looking at a gorgeous sunrise. And it just looks spectacular out here. Just going to pan around so you can see this fantastic beauty of Pacific Crest Trail that I'm experiencing right now. But by the time you've seen this, you'll have read that Governor Newsom of California put in a statewide lockdown in effect. And that came, I guess, around 7:30 last night when we were shaking in our tents. And then shortly thereafter, shortly thereafter, the Pacific Crest Trail Association, the governing body for Pacific Crest Trail and us hikers, issued an email asking us all to get off the trail and saying it was just safer for everyone in consideration of everything that's happened so far to get off the trail. And of course, I and the 2 Swiss hikers that I'm with will follow that directive. That is Andy and Catherine, who I hiked with, and they're tenting just beneath me. So it's with a heavy heart that we're going to proceed to Julian. That's the next town, and then see what we can do to arrange transport to, I don't know if the airports are open, who knows, but to figure out our next steps. But, there'll still be another day or 2 of hiking, and I've been grateful to everything that I've experienced so far. This is a fantastic place, and all you through hikers, perhaps my buddies from the AT, Milo, Reboot, Bones, and others, Charlie Horse and others, I can only say that this virus will pass, and you should all make it out here, and I'll have to figure out when I can come out here again. But yeah, it's been amazing. I probably still have another 2 amazing days to figure out my way to get off the trail, and who knows how much longer to arrange transport to get back to Boston. Who knows whether that'll take a day or 2 months. But thank you for everyone who's commenting on the videos. And yeah, this has been amazing, and I'm grateful to be here right now in this beautiful place, and I hope to be able to come back at some point. Talk to you soon. Every time you turn the corner here around a little pass, you see a different view, and that's the view we had yesterday, all that snow and clouds. And here's what we've been dealing with today. There's just lush greenery, and there's some snow ahead. Yeah, so I've been hiking for just an hour and a half, 2 hours. Had to strip off layer after layer to keep from overheating. It's a beautiful day out here. Ironically, probably the most beautiful day on what could be my last day on the trail. So the plan is to get somewhere, find a hostel, B&B, whatever, and then assess the situation, whether this is a short, medium, or long-term shutdown. I presume the latter. And then assess what my travel options or the capacity is, whether I can fly airlines back to the Boston area or not. So yeah, I've got friends out here, and hopefully they look after me. But yeah, so a lot of it is uncertain, but can't worry about what you can't control. So, and what I can partake in is this. Hoorah, look at this. How beautiful. I hope everyone watching is safe, and those that are angry at me, remember the videos get posted a day or 2 afterwards, and I'm just, at this moment, I'm winding down, trying to get to a place so I can get off trail. per the directions of the PCT, something I said I'd always take their direction. So, but what a day to be out here. Really happy. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Take care. Hey there, we're backtracking across this beautiful field. It's technically not part of the PCT because we're getting a driver who's picking us up to bring us into Julian. So behind me that you just saw, that was Catherine, and this is Andy, both Swiss women. And this is an absolutely gorgeous field. Absolutely beautiful. And we had seen it when we walked on the ridge over here, but we didn't get to come into it until we realized the driver was going to pick us up over here. So back we go for another mile or so, and sadly that will probably be the end of my PCT-2020 adventure. We just have to see what follows in the future. Loved every minute of it, even when I was cold and snowing and raining on me, but it was fantastic being out here for those people who are outdoors people, you know. And this is great. Well, I made it to Julian with the ladies, Catherine and Andy, and see, these old trucks you don't see back home in the east because they rust out after 5 years with all the salt we throw down. But yeah, this is maybe my last time this year in a trail town. Hey guys, just a wrap-up video here. We made it to Julian and staying the night in a lovely inn. The Swiss ladies are next door. Have been successful in arranging transport for myself, and the ladies arranged their transport back home. We're going to get a driver from come and pick us up and bring us to our respective airports and head home tomorrow. Again, taking that PCTA directive seriously, heading home. We did spend the afternoon in Julian. What a wonderful town. Really, the Swiss ladies were totally captivated, said they'd seen nothing like this in Switzerland. I said there's so many more these small, quaint towns. That's part of the fabric of America, and you just can't define America by the big cities and such. But we tried to spend money and spend time in every one of the restaurants and grocery stores and breweries in town. This is, maybe a dozen of them, excuse me, and tried to ask the store owners, grocery owners, brew pub owners, or workers some common questions about how's business, and without any sort of variance, they all said business was terrible, that foot traffic is way off. The California signed regulations not allowing anyone to eat inside their stores or breweries or consume food on premise. So that was a big kicker, and then people are afraid to travel. I asked them if they'd seen a lot of PCT hiker travel, and they said not as much this year. Then, frankly, the next question I asked them is if they were aware that the governing body of the PCT, the PCTA, if they were aware that the PCTA had asked hikers not to hike this year. And it was an uncomfortable question to ask, especially after I did it the first time, because you saw shoulders sink and a look of despair on their faces. And I had a grocery store owner saying they just restocked and spent a considerable sum on hiker resupply food, and they were facing very tough times. And I heard similar stories elsewhere, and it's just a reflection of what PCTA says on their website, that through hikers and any section of hikers are a big part of the business in trail towns. And in addition to regular tourism, the through hiker traffic is drying up, and it's going to dry up further when they heard the news about the imperative to move people off trail. So pretty tough times in trail towns. Some folks on social media had said trail towns were loath to have hikers come through. That's absolutely not the case. I've been through Lake Morena Camp, forgetting it, Camp Laguna, and now Julian, all three trail towns, the only three real trail towns from mile 0 to 77, and all had spoken incredibly positively about having hiker traffic, because hiker traffic means money spent on hostels and on restaurants and in resupply. And so they all are reliant, and in fact all want it to continue. The folks here in Julian and in Lake Moreno said this is crap. They want more hikers regardless, and we all know that may not be the best decision in consideration of this virus and the ultimate impact on health. But if there's any sort of perception that the trail town folks are not receptive, including the inn that I'm in right now, who drove out, inn owner who drove out and picked us up and said it was a vital part of his business. So we just need to work all together to get past this coronavirus. I know we can, and not just in the US, but there's so many, it's an international problem, and there's international hikers, so it causes you to think really on a global basis. And I know we can get through this, and I've seen so many beautiful things the last week on the trail, and I really want to come back, and I hope I do make it back in the near future. Well, whenever this catastrophe is ended. So thank you so much for watching my videos and for commenting positively. And for those folks who offered constructive criticism, I appreciate that too. Any sort of reasoned comment, that informs my judgment, and I'm grateful for it. If you're a little over the top, then yeah, that's not helpful. But you know, I don't have many. I can't get myself all bent out of shape about that. So that wasn't as helpful. But you know, you got to take it all in. So again, thanks again, and hope to see you guys on more videos. Take care. Thank you.